Morning, you intrepid homesteaders. I'm going to show you how the garage sale is going to be more to you than just something you drive by to buy a few baubles and trinkets. You're homesteading on a dime, you quit your dead-end job, you're living your dream, the only thing missing is cash. Well, I can tell you right now that the garage sale is going to open up a whole new world for you as far as acquiring things that you actually need or actually have value, and you're going to get them for next to nothing as opposed to buying brand new. That's what this video is about, so stay tuned. Now, we have all been to garage sales. They're all over the United States every weekend and sometimes middle of the week. I don't know how seriously people take garage sales as a whole. You know, they're nice to go and browse through and maybe pick up a bauble or a trinket somewhere. But when you're homesteading on a dime, when you're changing your life and you don't have a lot of startup capital and stuff like that, you got to scrimp and save and find ways to get by without buying retail. Well, the garage sale is going to become a major player in your life because there are really a lot of good items for sale really cheaply at garage sales. They want to get rid of their junk, but their junk may not be junk, they're just tired of it. And you're going to become more of a dedicated garage sailor as opposed to just stopping by and seeing what they got. I've picked up an awful lot of stuff at garage sales. You'd be surprised how much free stuff there is at garage sales. So let's take a look at some of those. Okay, now check these out. Not only did I find these at a garage sale, these were in the freebie pile. You can see they're pretty rusty, but they clean up really easily if you just want to take the time to do it. I think that cast iron is probably the stationary bike treadmill version of cookware. People just don't want to maintain it, but I do almost all my cooking in cast iron, and these will clean up really nice. There's actually two other pieces that are already been cleaned up and are up at the cabin. I just haven't been able to get a big enough fire going here in the summertime to really burn those out. And there's a process to it. It's not complicated, and this video is not on that process, but I'll probably make one probably this fall when the temperatures start dropping. These will be cleaned up by next winter, I'm sure. But like I said, free, absolutely free. And if you were to buy those in a store brand new, there's some major bucks right there. And just like I said, in a box saying free, take them. So I took them. Well, this beauty wasn't free. It was $3 with the lid. This is a really nice cast iron pot. Man, can you imagine, moose stew or something like that cooking on top of the wood stove? It's got to be cleaned up, of course. I haven't done that yet. But $3. Do you know what this would cost you in a store like Cabela's or Sportsman's Warehouse? The last new Dutch oven I bought, which was many years ago now, was $60. I mean, it's a good unit, but $60. This was $3. You can't beat that. I felt the need for a nice little thermos to keep on the four-wheeler when I'm out cutting wood. It was $3. I figured it was pretty well worth it. It's more compact than my my other thermoses. Be a little easier for me to carry along. So I figured, what the heck? Nice to have a hot cup of coffee while I'm out there bringing in the firewood. Now, because I do watch movies, I do have something you would possibly consider an entertainment center. It's kind of crude, but I do have a television and a DVD player and even a VHS player. I like my old fly tying videos and stuff like that, and I run them either off of the generator or the batteries and inverter. Well, I need cables and cords and stuff like that to connect all of those wonderful appliances, and I bought this for $1. It looks new. I don't see any wear on it or anything like that. It's probably not, but for $1. I don't know what you pay for these things at like Walmart or anything like that. $5, $6, $7, $8, maybe more. You know, what the heck? It's $1. Also, this silver compass. This was also $1. I bought 10 items at one garage sale for $10, $1 a piece. Now this silver compass works. I tested it. It's not a high-tech compass. This is more like a entry-level compass. But you know, it'll go into one of my day packs or survival packs or something like that. So it's got a home, and I won't have to search for it. So I thought that was a good bargain as well. At the garage sale where I picked up the 10 items for $10, 8 of those items were movies for this winter. $1 a piece. That's a lot better than $19.95 a piece or even $9.95 a piece on the reduced rack. Okay, I did make one purchase that you could call frivolous. One garage sale had a cardboard box full of old tackle, some old reels, some old lures that hadn't been used in probably decades. Pretty grungy stuff. But there were 2 items in that box that I did want. And the only reason I could say that I wanted them is because it kind of walks me down memory lane. And I have this affinity for Umco tackle boxes. I really love these things. I've got way more than I'll ever use, but I don't know, maybe it's just a weakness, but I had to have them. And I did salvage some of the lures as well. They need to be cleaned. Obviously the boxes need to be cleaned too, but they were in good shape. The boxes were no worm burns. There was a few chips in the plastic and stuff to be expected, but generally in very good shape. And again, they're $1 a piece, and I got a bunch of lures too. They just need to be spruced up a bit. I'll probably just give them a bath and something with a little scrub brush, and we'll see. But anyway, that was my frivolous purchase for the day. But I thought I did pretty good. I got a lot of stuff for $17, and if I would have gone out and bought these things or similar in a store, well, what would the DVDs cost? What do they go for new? If I were to buy them new, $19.95. Wait a year, you know, and they're $1. Same with the cast iron. All that stuff I showed you earlier, the first clip, that was all free. It was free, you know. What kind of a score is that? But anyway, we're going to wrap this video up because I got to get going here pretty soon. And I just hope that you take a more serious look at garage sales. They can really help you acquire the things you need without just going out and saying, I'm going to start my new life and here's my shopping list, and you're going out and buying all of this stuff retail when you don't have to. It just takes a little bit of effort. So when you get to wherever you're going and you get to know the area a little bit, you'll find that there are some garage sales that are a lot better than others. There are garage sales up here in Alaska where they go out and they buy out other garage sales and estate sales for pennies on their pennies and resell this stuff. And they're open all week long. They're almost like a store. That's their income. That's the way they make their living. And those, you can actually get to know the people and build up a rapport with them. And I don't know how it is down in the lower 48. I've never experienced the same kind of things here as back there as far as garage sailing and stuff like that goes. You find a lot better stuff at garage sales here in Alaska than I've seen anywhere else. Where I come from, the garage sales were, you had 2 items at garage sales. You had maternity clothes and baby clothes, and that was it. The garage sales were very disappointing in my home state. But up here in Alaska, it's been a treasure trove, and I hope that it's the same for you wherever you go, that you can find a lot of really great items that you need that are very serviceable for pennies on the dollar. A lot of this stuff that people get rid of is stuff they just don't want anymore. It hasn't anything to do with whether it's broken or not, although there is stuff that is broken. I would probably stay away from electronics and stuff like that unless you were to be able to try it out or they have it hooked up so that you can see that it works. But everything from fishing tackle up here to backpacks, winter clothing, it can all be had, at garage sales. So that's it. Just become a dedicated garage sailor. Keep your eyes posted on the message boards and stuff like that, and always have cash with you, a little bit of cash with you. And by golly, if you got to turn left, down the road a little ways and follow it a mile or two to find a garage sale, don't think about the time it's going to cost you to go to that garage sale. Think how about much money it's going to save you by you not having to go to the store and buy the thing retail. And that's all I got to say. The mosquitoes are starting to come out. The next video is going to be on thrift stores, so just stay tuned. Have a great day. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you found it informative. If you're homesteading on a dime, or you want to homestead on a dime, remember you've got garage sales, estate sales, auctions, and pawn shops. All great ways of getting the things that you need for homesteading or living your off-the-grid or alternative type of lifestyle out there without just going to a store and plunking down cash. And a lot of these places that I mentioned, the price is also negotiable. Ask them what they'll take, but gather up a bunch of stuff and say, what's the least you'll take for this? What's the best we can do? People are very negotiable. Anyway, let me know what your best garage sale find is that you've done lately. Please comment, like, and please subscribe. I'll be making another video here very soon on thrift stores. Going to go down to the big city and see what kind of great stuff we can find. So you guys have a great day. I'll see you later.